Air way too early for the fake. This that real game for real bros. No decaf, no cap. Welcome to Shogun Bros, no decaf. Live every weekday, 6:30 in the morning, Central Time. Did you hear what I said? Central Time. We talk dogs, bloodline building to yard work, from stud talk to the truth behind the pups. This ain't no highlight reel. It's how you really build legacy. Shogun Bros, no decaf. Pull up, pull up, handle yours. This ain't just content. It's culture. Welcome to the Cookout with TOYO, where family vibes meet front porch truth. No scripts, no filters, just heart, heat, and hot plates. Ooh. Step up with elevated perspective, with elevated game for grown men and women building mind, spirit, and vision. And men at work with pimps over simps. Choice. Real convos, no cap, all purpose for the men behind the mission. 3 shows, 1 network, all gas, no decaf. Put no creamer in my man. Look, Shogun Unlimited, man. Press play and get, man. Come on, press play, press play.
Salute, 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 Bulldog community. Salute the queen with the kid-friendly brownie. Salute. Salute. Salute, Pitwise. Salute. Salute the king, King T. Salute. Yes, sir. What else we got in the building this morning? Yeah, Big Tony. Salute, bro. Yeah. Casino. Salute. Oh, I can't forget the Wolf. Salute the Wolf. RBG. You already. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big A, before you start doing your push-ups and all that type of stuff, can you drop the link in there so I ain't got to bother you no more, please?
Yes, sir. Oh, you good, bro. I dropped it in there already, and I'm going to drop it in again. I'm going to keep dropping the link.
You bitch. That's what's up. That's what's up. Salute Tim Hendricks. Salute.
Yeah.
Oh, she said she got ice cream too. Queen brought ice cream too to flush all your systems after y'all eating. Right now. Yeah, it's still hot. Another hot one. You know, salute to y'all. See y'all still alive and kicking. See y'all must was doing the right things yesterday. You know? Yeah, it's still hot for me. So I got about 100. I got 100 different cold cut subs. Got turkey subs, some ham subs, some you got, I think, what else they put in from Jimmy John's. What is it? Italian, and I think they got some roast beef over there. So it's 100 of them over there for y'all. Got some plain Lay's chips over there. I think Drake brung something. I forgot what Drake brung. As far as the drinks, it's still them ice beers and stuff like that. Them ice beers. Oh, and King T brung some ice cold, domestic and imported, of course, the Heinekens, things like that. You got domesticated too. Drink at your own will in this heat. It's plenty water. I brought plenty water for y'all, and we still got the oxygen tank on deck. Yeah, salute. What we gonna kick about today? Doors open if y'all want to stop. Y'all got something y'all want to talk about today. It is what it is. I'm freestyling again. It ain't nothing. Just top of the dome. We just chilling at the cookout. It's really like a cookout. Say what you want to say. Salute to OKC. OKC banged them boys out. Yeah, Queen. We got the oxygen tank out here because these boys blow. Some boys might do a little other things. We all know, so we just want to keep everything cool at the cookout. We don't discriminate and we don't judge. So you know what I mean. Y'all boys get it in how you live. Salute the quick. Oh yeah, that Milo sweet tea and lemonade, vicious. I love it. Box of honey barbecue, Lay's chips. Okay, salute the quick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh man. MKM bottom, get up. Yeah, it was a rough one for me this morning, boy. That heat is not playing. Vinny, that heat ain't playing, man. You still gotta go out there and do the work, though. You still gotta go out there and do the work. Be careful though. Like I was chopping it up with Big A a few minutes ago. I was like, man, they try to curb me out today. The heat tried to curb me out, and the dogs try to curb me out. You know what I mean? Now when you get up, you know you wanna hurry up and knock stuff out. But sometimes the weather and the situation doesn't call for you being able to knock it out fast. You got take your time sometimes. Baby steps. You know, and get it done. You know, breathe through it. Like again, salute to y'all for showing up though. Always a pleasure. Ain't talking about nothing. We just chilling. Y'all got something to talk about, the door open, hit the link. We can talk dogs, we can talk whatever on your mind. Y'all already know how we do. Other than that, I'm relaxing, I'm sipping, and I'm blowing. You know, that's how I'm doing. Queen out here right now, it is, let me see. What is the degrees exactly right now, Queen? Let me tell ya. All right, Queen, I thought I could go to it right through my phone without dropping the link, but I can't. But I know it's in the 90s already, and it's like it's 9:03. I know it's in the 90s already. It's over 90 already, Queen. I can stamp that for sure. Somebody in the chat, they from DMV. Somebody in the chat from DMV, they know how hot it is this morning. I don't know, H&F, somebody like that, they can tell you. I just know it's hot. Once it get to over 70, once it get over 75 for me, yeah, I just call that hot. M1 up in the building, salute M1. Young fan. Oh, CPB, dead stock curl. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay, morning dojo. Yeah, 80 plus already. Yeah, salute. Yeah, he in South Carolina. South Cackalack. No J. Yes, sir. Who want to come up in the building? Who gonna come in the cookout? Y'all just want to eat today and chill's too hot. Somebody come up here and talk to Big TOYO or talk school us in on some stuff. You know, we like to learn and stuff. It's 8:80 in Mississippi, and it's all, he said 8 a.m. in Mississippi, and it's already in the 80s. Yes, sir. Trap, salute, Trap. That's what I'm talking about. It's hot. Hey, 704. Queen says 77. I should be back, y'all. I'm sorry. Hello, check one. Yeah, I should be back. You know, they didn't hack my phone. Technical difficulties. But anyway, salute to y'all. Boy, what we talking about? Today? Ain't nobody asking no question. Nobody said nothing. Yes, sir. I know one thing. I was just thinking about the Jeep dogs from back in the day. Salute, Mad Doctor. When I was coming up, all the Jeep dogs I seen, all of them looked like Jeep. I ain't even gonna lie to you. All of them was the same color, and they looked like Jeep. I don't know what the Jeep dogs look like now, but back in the day, all of them looked like Jeep for some reason. Now, I never got one because I thought the Jeep dogs was like, when I first heard about, you know, that was like a exotic type of thing to me. Jeep dogs. They was big though, and they, big buckskin dogs. You know what I mean? Boys had them Jeep dogs. I never really got into the Jeep though. Salute the Jeep. Yeah. So that Jeep Deuce is consistent though. Big well, salute. Lil J, don't worry about it. If you at work, don't worry about it, bro. I know you would be up here. That's good enough to know that you would be up here. That's what's up, Lil J. It's always a pleasure. Doors always open for you too. Doors open for everybody. They want share something. Like it ain't gotta be about the dogs. We just kicking it, man, at the cookout, chilling. Just chilling. Boy. They say, I be watching that crazy stuff sometimes. They say that boy, you running around that boy, which I call him 607 Unc or something. They say 607 Unc was ready to get the brakes beat off of him. They quit the job. He was interviewing that and everything. They was ready to get on him. I knew that was going to happen. Somebody was going to try to catch up with him, though.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'd be surprised Charleston White was able to do what he do. Charleston White go hard. And he'll fight you. I can't believe he's still living, but that's what's up. A couple of them guys, I can't believe they still out there. They still out there when they do the things they do. But that show you where we at in the world right now. Cause some of them boys is just dead wrong out there doing some of that stuff. But hey, get it how you live. Get it how you live. Oh my goodness. Yeah, how he said, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Oh my goodness. Yes, sir. What y'all dogs like? What y'all dogs feeling like today on a Tuesday? We ain't even to hump day yet. What y'all dogs feeling like? They looking good? They ready for them shows? Y'all got them? Yeah. I heard Dre say he gonna be using some new food this time. He says budget went up this time. He got caught. Budget went up. He's spending a couple of dollars on this one. That's what's up, Dre. Salute. Wait for Saki had them puppies. Is it Saki having the puppies? I mean, damn, I said Saki. Y'all know what I mean. Smoking on some what I was smoking on. I opened up that grape cream today. I opened that up. I finally got to open that up. Taking some puffs off that. There you go. There you go. Non-stop in the building. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, we see that Charleston versus Island boy. Yes, sir. That motherfucking conditioning package Charleston had on him. Charleston had a hell of a conditioning package. Straight off the chain. Straight off the chain. And stopped him. Stop the young jump. Yes, sir. Oh my goodness. Oh, nah. We don't want nobody to give us nothing. Open up the door. Say what? We get it ourselves. Yes, sir. I said, I don't want nobody to give me nothing. Just open up the door and I can get it myself. Hey, that's how I be talking over here. That's why I be talking about it over here. I don't mind chilling. Y'all don't want to say nothing. I don't mind chilling. A blow or two. That's okay. I'm chilling and blowing. It's all good. We
Yeah,
gonna read the
man.
chat. We gonna read the chat. Yeah, all that. We say something, got that. Say something. Shit. What's up with this world, man? What's up with the world, man? I guess it is started,
360
young
on them.
fan.
360 on them. 360 on them. You know what I'm saying? Wait, 360 on them. 360 on them. 360 on them. Nah, man, just have fun. Man. Out. Out. Get your butt up there. Nope. Go. Get up there. What's happening, man? No. Go. Sit.
Phone went down again. I should keep going down.
Lay down. Lay down. Let's go.
Who's that? That's her barking.
Yeah. 360 on it. 360
He said, "What's your
on
He said, "What's your fella's summer routine with the dogs?" Well, you see what Big A doing, King T. Summer routine with the dogs.
Oh, you went out. Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, man, this phone is acting up on me like I don't know what. Yeah, but the summer routine with the dogs with me, bro, right now, boy, this heat is banging, and I know it's just the beginning. The summer routine usually is get active with them jokers. This is the best time of this heat and stuff. To me, is the best time to go out there and get active with them. Because you, looking at it as far as myself, because, you know, usually it's going to cut you up too. Like, you know, it's going to do something good for you too. You know, in my younger days. So I used to love be banging out there with the heat. You know what I mean? Because I need their mouth to close. I need their mouth to be closed and stuff. And it ain't no better way to me, it ain't never been a better way to get them breathing good. When you see when they could walk in that heat with their mouth closed, when y'all out there in the summer times with their mouth closed all the time. When I ain't talking about just, I need their mouth to be closed all the time. We out there breathing normally. You know what I mean? Normally, mouth closed and all that type of stuff. When, you know, so I like to get them like that in the summertime, and then I know it's easy for me in the winter. So yeah, I do a lot of I try to get a lot of that breathing type of situation down in these type of temperatures. You know what I mean? Because I know if they can handle the heat and breathing in the heat, they'll be all right when it's in the wintertime. If they'll be all right. So that's just me. I just be trying to get their breathing down when they, you know, when they highly active, running around, you know, in the heat, to get their breathing down. That's just me. But we stay hydrated. Man. And we stay hydrated. Me and the dog. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Yeah. The sun starts telling you when to drink water. You know, that heat, when the heat tell you when your body start telling you what you need and stuff like that. Everything is official. Everything is official. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing like when your body telling you things and you listening. You know what I mean? When you really out there working and stuff, you know what I mean? That water hit different. That water hit different when you really need it. That water hit different, and that plate of good food hit different when you really earned it. When you really need it, it hits different. It tastes better. It tastes better. So yeah, I enjoy the taste of that. You know, enjoy the taste of that good cold water when you really need it, or that good plate when you know that one that's gonna set you down. You know what I mean? After that work, you know what I mean? So try to get the dogs on the same thing. But like I say, you know, it's levels to it, so you gotta take baby steps. Don't just jump out there, because you know you hear me talking right now, and you get hyped and you just run out there. You got an overweight dog, and 911 be picking y'all up off about 6 blocks up, because it get like that sometimes. Especially when you over the age. Like I told y'all, when y'all get to 40. Y'all can just start counting by tens. When you get to 40, you know what I mean? Just start counting by tens, because we all in the same group. You ain't no younger no more. Once you get to 40, you up here with us. It don't matter if a motherfucker 80, you still up in there, Joe, right there. Yes, sir. Casino, create a ship or tea tray. I must have missed something. I must have talking too much. Let me see what they talking about. He said create a ship or tea tray. Create a ship or tea tray. That's a good one. I would say, y'all go laugh at me, but I would be like, I ain't interested in none of them. But if I had to pick one of the jokers, I don't know. I don't even know, bro. I don't know about that one, bro. I don't even know about that one. I stay away from all three of them. I don't know nothing about none of them. You know what I mean? Them new dogs, man. I don't know nothing about none of them. But you know what I mean? I'm sure somebody down there entertain that one because that sounds like a good one. Croata, ship, or tea tray. Good one, Casino. That's a good one. Now, only reason I would say tea tray is because I think some type of way, whoever had tea tray, whoever the owner of the tea tray is, I think I got some folks that know them. And they supposed to be good peoples. So that's why I say tea tray, I guess. That's the only one I really got some connection to. East Coast like being in a pressure cooker right now. You already know, bro. Yes, sir. H&F said crow. That crow. Yeah. That crow. Samurai said crow. All right, crow. We got 2 for crow. King T said, to check them lungs out, you got to know what you're doing correct. Yes, sir, King T. Yes, sir. So we got 2 crows. I said LT tray. So we got 2 crows. We ain't got 1 ship yet. And I just said LT tray for sentimental reasons. I don't really know nothing. I don't know who's the better bulldog. I don't know. Some of those Mayday Sun lines will bite the crap out of you. Okay, we got 2 for LT tray. I hear you, young fam. Some of that Mayday stuff. Some of the Mayday Sun lines will bite the crap out of you. I hear you, young fam. Or some of all them jokers will bite you. Mad Doctor said LT tray. So yeah, we got 2 for LT tray. Queen said Victoria, when them Crocs dropping. Dre still in production. Dre, you know, Dre busy right now. You know, got a lot of things going on. So you know, sorry, y'all. Y'all been waiting for a minute. I understand. You know, so me and Dre just got to get together. We want to make it right for y'all. So I'm sure we'll do something special just for y'all waiting. You know what I mean? Just for y'all waiting and shit. But
yeah,
thanks for asking, though, Queen, to keep it tight, keep it right.
Yeah, man.
That factors into my decision. Mike Dan, the man, salute. Big bro, Mike Dan in the building.
You know what it
Samurai said he gonna get them Crocs done this week, y'all. That's what he said this week,
y'all. Yeah, buddy.
So that might be popping off this week, y'all. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Lil J, you like them both? Which ones? It was 3 of them, Lil J. Which ones you like? What you talking about, Lil J? Because we said crow, ship, or LT tray. That's what they threw out there. Crow, ship, or LT tray. I don't know nothing about those 3 dogs. But like I said, I picked the LT tray for sentimental reasons. Beeline Cowboy, me. Supreme. Okay, Dre, my bad. Yes, sir. Oh, okay, Dre, that's what's up. Right there, you good. That's what's up, Dre. That's what's up.
Ready? Let's go.
All right, Queen. Have a good day, Queen. Yeah. We ain't talking about too much in there. We just chilling. It's hot. It's hot. We just chilling, having a chill day today. We don't want no temperatures rising. We just chilling. Laid back. Wait for I know y'all waiting for y'all football guys are smelling the football season coming in. I don't know, like what's up with anything on these any y'all predicting anything on the football season? Y'all tell me, is Aaron Rodgers with somebody else now? Aaron Rodgers still playing in the NFL? And who he with now? Somebody let me know.
Yeah.
Hey, before the Queen rolled out, you like how the Queen do before she rolled out? 26 watching 13 likes. Got some hoes in this house.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah. Got some
Welsh,
hoes
what's
in the
happening, bro? Welsh in the building.
Oh, shit. Okay. I ain't seen him
Yo,
in a
yo,
long
yo.
time. What's up, Big Wells?
What's
Ain't shit
happening?
cooling. Oh,
God damn, it been a long time. I thought you ain't mess with us no more, man. You was a star over here.
man, I'm busy, man.
Man.
It's race car season, man. It's race car
Oh,
season.
okay.
Oh,
So
yeah,
brother
yeah,
been
Yeah.
yeah,
busy.
yeah. Yeah, I can dig that. I can dig that. Young fam said Rogers. Young fam said Rogers with Pittsburgh. Then okay, Rogers with Pittsburgh. I believe for some of the top quarterback that's old. Oh yeah, okay. Rogers out Pittsburgh. That's what's up. Pittsburgh got a good organization. I can't hate on Pittsburgh with their organization.
Shit, he a good backup.
Yeah, he been stealing money for the last 5 years, Big Welsh.
Shit, I don't blame him. Shit, you would do the same thing. Shit, you ain't got to play. You still get paid. Shit.
that Joker, that Joker, man, good grief, boy. He said Browns moving on from Sanders Supreme. He said young fam said Antonio Brown left the country. Oh yeah, okay, Antonio. But Supreme said Browns moving on from Sanders. Okay, so with Sanders they ain't making the cutout out there out Cleveland.
Man, that's crazy.
I mean that's real though. That's real though.
Shit, he be alright. He be alright.
Yeah, yeah, he be
He
all
be
right.
alright.
He be
He
all
be
right.
alright. Shit, he only what 21, 20. He be
Yeah.
alright.
All you gotta do is get mad, and start getting busy.
What
How you
y'all
been doing?
cooking on today?
Man, whatever you want to cook on, bro. This chill Tuesday, whatever you want to cook out. I'm just talking shit, bro. How you been doing?
Yeah.
Good man, trying to beat this sun, man.
Oh man, that sun
Yeah,
hard to beat,
man.
Out
boy.
of the motherfucker, boy.
That sun hard to beat, bro. They asked the casino threw a good question up there though. I ain't know really nothing about the three dogs, but he was like, who do we pick? Croata, Ship, or LT Trey? I said none of them because I don't know none of them, but I said LT Trey for sentimental reasons. What would you say, Big Wells?
Uh, I would have to put. I have to put Crow first, LT Trey second.
Let's go.
Okay, okay.
Just
What's the
from dealing with offsprings.
I got you. Can you kind of, because I know you know a lot, can you kind of break down the three dogs? What are they? I don't really know. What are the three dogs? Like, what they out of? Like, what are they? Like, what's the crow dog? Is that a Mayday blend?
You talking about as far as traits, like what they represent? Up
No,
front?
like no. What are they like? What would you call them though? Like what is it? Like I don't even know what they is. Like what is they, bro? Like what's a crow dog? Like what is it? What's in it? You know what I mean?
Boy, I gotta look at all that. I be moving forward, bro. I don't even be looking at all this shit.
Yeah, I don't know what they. I don't even know what they is.
Let me hold on. Let me pull it up.
Young fam said Mayday Eli or
Uh,
something. I don't know what neither one of them is.
you got Hansel. You got a lot of Hansel in there. Country Boys. So basically, Yellow. Hold on, who is that? Buster, Art Missy. I mean, if you look at the percentage,
Uh huh.
you got Grand Champion Hank, Magic Man.
My dad said he'll call it a Billy dog.
Yeah, I would too. But I
Okay.
believe me and Hart and Finishing them already had this conversation a while ago.
Uh-huh.
I mean, but what you just said, technically, that's what it is. But I guess for anybody else, you would just say a heavy. See, that depends on who's looking at it. But I
Right.
mean, you got. I mean, I'm gonna just say this. Crow. Not many dogs can outshine their past, and what I mean by that is, you could have a badass stud. He could have never seen the box or seen the box, quarter hog, never quarter hog. But it's certain dogs that can't escape their past because no matter how good they.
He went out.
Oh damn, he was cooking too. He was cooking.
Yeah.
That's all good. He'll be back. But okay, the LT trade. Supreme said the LT trade is pure boils. Pure boils. Okay.
Okay.
And he said
You said LT trade pure boils.
that's what Supreme said. Don't give me lime.
Hey Supreme, go ahead with that shit, bro. Go ahead, bro. Hey Supreme, go ahead with that, bro.
Thank you, bro. Because sometimes I can't trust Supreme, but Supreme know Supreme will get me sometimes because he know I'm gonna say what he shoot out there anyway. Because that's little bro. You know what I mean? So I'm glad you in here to correct that. I'm glad you in here because he got me that time. He got me that time, big. He got me that time, big way.
Hey Supreme, you funny as shit for that one. Hey, but like I was saying though, but a lot of dogs can't escape their past no matter how good they produce. But I mean, if you look at crows, you don't even have to go past the fourth generation. If you just look at the first four generation, you will see it's a repeat in there. It's a few outcrosses, but it's a bunch of concentrated breeding. So I mean, it just all depends on who's looking at the dog, bro. But
Yeah, that's good.
what I will say though, Crow produces when crows first started to get bred, them dogs were coming out completely different from the dogs that's behind Crow. That's basically what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, but better or the worse though, Welsh.
Yeah, yeah.
For the better, they coming out different. Better or
better.
Oh, that's good. That's good then.
I ain't seen too many bad crow dogs, and I don't have no whole bunch of them, so it ain't like I'm showing favoritism. I haven't seen a lot of bad ones.
Oh well, shit, that's good. And when you say something like that, that kind of tells you something. That's why it's a crow line now, because like you say, the dogs are different from the dogs that made him. So he's throwing off a different dog now. So this is the crow stuff now.
And,
so
and it's more of the top side though. When anybody who really got these crow dogs and you really look at them, especially 2-3 generations down, if they stuck with the same pattern, you can tell it's pulling more from the top side than anything else.
Okay.
You can definitely tell that.
Okay. All right. So the LT tray, Mad Doctor say 100 red on top, little gator on the bottom.
LT tray, LT tray. Well, LT tray got let me think. LT tray. LT tray has Boomer in the fourth generation, and hold on, LT tray. Yeah, Boomer in the fourth on the top, and the very bottom should be alligator, and I think the middle is Chinaman, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
He said I got straight Billy, no crow.
Yeah, that's
So
brother Mike Dan.
he got it without the crow. I mean, either way, that shit, the percentage of it working is very high because it's not like it's a bunch of them dogs out here like other dogs.
I got you on that. So right now they still in good hands. What you saying? They ain't get commercial all the way yet. It's ready happening.
Nah, they ain't coming. As long as they keep it like that, the
Yeah.
percentages is good. I mean, because people, again, we touched on that, but people talk about dogs throwing high percentages, but if if you gotta do that with 12 breedings, that ain't no high percentage. You know, it's that's why certain families of dogs I like how they still in certain hands because they not everywhere.
Uh-huh.
So that's a little different.
And what was the other one? So we had crow. Oh, what about the ship joint? We can't leave the ship joint out. What's that? What's the ship? I done heard of ship more than the other ones. What's the ship? What's that about?
Good girl.
I mean, Ship got some good ones. I can't think of the pedigree offhand, but Ship got some good ones. I might have one dog that got Ship in it. I'm not sure. It might be somebody else. I gotta check my shit. But I mean, I've seen some decent ones, but from what I hear, more of them are working overseas than here.
Oh, okay.
You know, I don't know how true that is, but yeah.
That's what's up.
That's good. Coda is a tombstone mayday. Well, yeah, you can see the heavy tombstone in there. But when people reading these pedigrees, a lot of, like I said before, a lot of people look over a lot of things. That's why people call these dogs a lot of things that they not. For example, if you with heart and finish dogs, here's it.
He fell off again.
Every time we get to cooking.
Yeah. Every time he ready to cook. Oh man. It's great cream. Right. Oh boy. What Mike's Supreme say I need to go to Texas and breed to it. Still, Mike said, yeah, you need to go down there. Uh-huh. Sure. DJ. Wait. Non-stop. You know anything about them dogs we talking about non-stop? Which one you think the best, non-stop or King T, any of the Cat brothers up in here? Everybody else shooting their shit out. What y'all think about them three dogs? Who y'all like out them three dogs? LT Trade, Ship, and Croata. The Croata dog. The top side is really can't discount that. People just don't know the dog. For sure. Like that said, put a stamp on that. That really is right. I got you, Big Welsh. I got you. I already know. Thanks for coming in, though, bro. Always a pleasure. You know that heat out here. So, When that heat
This
out
shit
here
tough.
doing it, the heat out here got everything going on. You got small stepping out here today. Look at Big A sweating like I don't know what over that jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It
what I'm
is
talking.
what
Big
it
A,
is.
get it in,
Yeah.
Big A. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Well said. With the crow stuff though, you got to pay attention to that top side. That's what he said with that crow stuff. Pay attention to that top side. Yes, sir. What it look like. What it look like. He said, look at the top side of crow and look at the offspring 3 generations down. All right, he trying to drop jewels from y'all. He fell off, but he's still trying to drop jewels on the fall off tip. I like that, Big Wells. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad said, from what I heard, Ship is known for producing, but I haven't seen any. Okay, salute that, Mike Dan. Boy. I'm sure they are 3 good dogs though, because we wouldn't be talking about them if they wasn't any good. So they must be the new things on the
Yep.
scene or something. You know? Sure. Anybody got any favorite combos they like to put out? Like, you know what I mean? Like you know how you order your meal at McDonald's or the 3-piece combo or wherever you order your chicken and all that. What's your combination, your favorite combination for dogs? How you like your mix? How you like your mix? I know about 75% of y'all gonna say Red Boy Jocko, Bolio Tombstone. But throw your mixes out. Throw your mixes out that you stand behind, that you done fed, and you like, yeah, I know about these dogs. Throw your mix out that you proud of, you don't care what nobody else talking about. You like this mix, this what you drinking on. That's how you current it. You know what I mean? Throw it out if you feel like it. King T said, only one I knew about is that crow working good as a quarter for me. Oh, okay. Salute, King. Yeah. Salute that. H&F say you gotta have Champion Luscious up in your crow dogs too. Okay, now Captain Lucius. I'm sorry, Captain Champion Lucius up in your crow dogs. Okay, if you know, you know. All right, did they go with their combos? Casino said, Niggerino Red Boy Jocko Bolio. Okay, the 4-piece. Niggerino Red Boy Jocko Bolio. Yeah. Supreme said Frisco Gator Old Family Red Nose. Okay, Supreme. I wouldn't have thought that. Okay, Supreme. So you surprised me on that one, bro. Samurai said Eli Jr. and Bully Son. Okay, y'all surprising me out here early. Okay. King T. Oh, Welsh said, look at that pedigree. I guess it's something for y'all. You know I can't pull it up, Welsh. You know what I mean? Even though I got the laptop right now, man, I don't know. I don't even know how to work the thing yet. But yeah, we're gonna get all that together. But yeah, King Welsh dropped the pedigree for y'all. Anybody want to check it out? Mike Dan said, King T, that's what I have, a quarter Villy, but not through Crow. I got straight Villy and like it. That's what's up, Mike Dan. Trap said, Red Boy Mexican Eli, holla at me. All right, Trap. Mad Doctor already. Hank with Honey Bunch, 100. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Samurai K9 said, the man-biting black dogs. Yes, sir. All right. Young Fam said, check me out. Let me check out what Young Fam talking about. Y'all say, Young Fam said, check him out. I think he might have put something in here. I might have missed it. But y'all heard what he said. Check him out. Young Fam. Oh, he said Red Boy Eli Carver. Oh, that's something else he was talking about. But anyway, Young Fam said check him out. Y'all heard him. That Red Boy Mexican lie. That Red Boy Mexican lie. All righty. Lil J. Lassie, and Cujo. All right now. All right now. If y'all don't know what that Lassie is, that Lassie might be vicious. All right. Oh man. 3/4 Eli. The king said 3/4 Eli Jr., Bully son, Carver, and a quarter of that Jeep Red Boy Rascal. All right now. All right. Tab times bull. Salute the quick. Tab times bull. Tab times the boils. Get 'em. We got J83 come in and said, let me get something. Bulls time midnight cowboy. How you like that? Oh, Welsh trying to start something. Welsh said, what y'all talking about? Mexican Eli versus American Eli. Ooh. Ooh. Mexican Eli versus American Eli. He done started something. Mm, 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 mm.
Man.
Young fan, Mayday Mexican Eli. Oh, niggas scared. I'm proud to be American. I'm proud to be American. They gonna have to prove it to me. I'm proud to be American. That's all I'm gonna tell you, Welsh. I'm proud to be American. You know what I mean? I know them boys. I know them boys. I know them boys ain't playing. But I'm proud
Yeah.
to be American, goddamn. I'm proud to be American. They're gonna have to make me bite the dust. So I choose American. I choose American. I choose American, Big Welsh.
Sean, get your butt up there.
Young fam said there was a typo. It's messed up when you do one of those, young fans, because it could go the wrong way. Let me see what your typo was. Samurai said, I never. Yeah, Mad Doctor. Yeah, here we go, Mad Doctor. That's right. That's line up, Mad Doctor. We on the front line, Mad Doctor. America Eli. We on the front line. Oh, then Welsh just going in on it. Mexican Eli versus USA Eli versus Floyd Eli versus Tom Eli.
Damn.
Yeah, Mexican. Hey, young fam, I thought you really meant Mexican lie because I felt you on the Mexican lie. You know what I mean? I felt you on the Mexican lie. I thought you was keeping the gangster. You know what I mean? Shit, ain't nothing wrong. You know, we all got little lies in our shit now. Shit,
Yeah.
you just chose the Mexican lie. So I dig where you coming from. I ain't even see it as a typo. Uh, let me see. Oil spill, Cottonham. Oh, because casino shooting up in this joint. He said oil spill, Cottonham. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Big C in the building. Salute.
Ah, get your butt up there.
Yes, sir.
Get up there. Jump up.
They
Sit.
said it awoke J83 up. Oh, GB up in the house, game breaker, salute. He said, man, I seen some pups off that Mexican Eli practicing cannibalism, goddamn. Fuck me up. Salute everybody in the chat. What up? Yeah, what up, though? Yeah. Okay. Hey, that Mexican Eli, I bet you that Mexican Eli hit different. I already know, but you know,
Hmm.
hey, I'm over here. So I'm over here. We got to get it together. Then we got to get it together. We got to represent. We got to
Yeah.
represent.
Nah,
J83
for
said that
real.
oil spill is crazy. Yeah. We just freestyling, Big C. They was asking about who you like, the LT trade, the Croatia, or the ship dogs. Then we went to Big Welsh threw out there Mexican Eli versus American Eli versus Floyd Eli versus Tom Eli. You know, all types of Eli's. And also, Big C, we said, what's your favorite drink? You know what I mean? What's your combination of the dogs that you like? Throw out your favorite shit that you like, your favorite mix up that you'll stand on. So people just freestyling, throwing out their thing. Get in how you fit in, bro. Uh, H&M, Zevo Jeep, Zevo Bulls, Zevo Crow. Holla at them. You already heard them, so you know the consistency is the Zevo And you know,
Okay.
they throwing it with the Jeep, the Bulls, and the Crow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big C said Croatia. Okay, Croatia, getting it in now.
Yeah.
Not the Eli Manning, man. Yes, sir. I love it. I
Yeah,
love
man.
it. Same old same, bro. Same old same. Texas Hold'em. Texas Hold'em. Everyone know Red Boy Jocko Bolio Tombstone, and I prefer my Bolio Tombstone to come through Buck. Big G Gaston over here. Salute. Big Steve, get him. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That Lassie Cujo mix is fire though. That,
Well,
that Lassie Cujo, whoever had that Lassie Cujo is fire. King T say Latin Mayday or American Mayday. Woo, they starting stuff today. The Latin Mayday or the American Mayday.
Ooh,
Hey, what y'all gonna say to that one? I'm staying out that one. Latin Mayday or the American Mayday? Oh my goodness.
it's probably gonna be the American one.
Huh?
yeah. Yeah.
What'd you say?
American.
It's gonna be the American made.
American. Yeah.
Who's that? Welsh back in here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well said the American Mayday. I thought the Latinos made the Mayday. So the Latinos made the Mayday, didn't they?
Well, oh, you gotta remember, Toyo. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game at the end of the day, because that's why that Mexican Eli versus American Eli conversation ain't gonna never die, because it's doing numbers in America. It's also doing numbers in Mexico, where things are a little more loose. So at the end of the day, it's all about the numbers. It's all about the numbers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I don't have no Mayday dog. But as far as producing and 3, 4, 5 generations down, I gotta say the American side.
All right. Okay. All right. I got you. Young fan, Barracuda all day. Big C.
Because
Big C said you can't fuck with the sauce. Say Latino, you can't mess with the sauce.
well, it's all about numbers, because just think about it this way, Toyo.
Mm-hmm.
If me and you got say, okay, if me and you got a son off of Mayday, you got one, I got one, and I'm overseas and you here, whatever.
Uh-huh.
If your dog and dogs down from your dogs are creating more known dogs, producing dogs and winners, then it's gonna be the American side.
Got you.
Especially if we both doing the same amount of breedings.
Real talk. I
So
understand that.
if you look at the dogs down from Mayday who was born in America versus the ones that's overseas, a lot of the ones in America are more bigger, are more known, and is more winners. So I'm gonna say the American Mayday. And again, I ain't got no yard full of Mayday dogs.
Got you. GB up in here, GB.
What up, though?
Hey.
Hey.
Well, yo, who you rocking with out the three, man?
I said I would have to get. I don't know nothing about the dogs, but I think some folks I'm close to, they was close to the dude who owned LT Trade, so I just rolled with LT Trade because of that. I can't, I ain't got, I really don't know too much about them three dogs.
Yeah.
And I thought LT Trade, I think I heard LT Trade was a good dog. I don't know though. I don't even know what makes up a LT Trade. What you think? What you talking about though, GB?
Man, them three nice dogs, man. I would have to agree with Welch if I was man, I don't think you first of all, let me say I don't think you can go wrong with either one of those dogs, first of all.
Uh huh.
But just on the breeding consistency, I think the crow dog would be a little bit more easier to go back to a certain line if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I
It's
got
basically
you. I got you.
Mayday with the Eli on top. You feel what I'm saying? So it'll be
Uh huh.
more easy. The other dog, the ship and the LT tray dog, ship got a lot of shit in him. You feel what I'm saying? I was fortunate enough to
Yeah.
know one of my family members was locked up with a guy or some people who was able to knew what ship was when he first got shipped to the US. You feel what I'm saying? For breeding purposes. So I got on there early, you know
Yes,
what
sir.
I'm saying? I never really seen the ship dog. I had a lot of some experience with the crow dogs. I like the crow dogs. The LT tray, it was a new thing to me. I like how he bred, and I think he got a lot of Chinaman in him. So I think you could which he got the red boy in him too. So with
Okay.
either of those lines, you could easily use either of those to go forward and contribute to your line, whichever way that you wanted to do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like the way you broke that down. Like it clears some stuff up for me. So basically, one of them doors, the recipe is a little bit is a whole bunch of ingredients in it. The other two
Right.
dogs, you could kind of easily follow the pattern, and it might be easier for you to move forward with your shit. I like how you broke that down, bro. I like how you broke that down. Salute.
But
Yeah.
listen though, with the ship, we always talking about inbreeding and line breeding or tight line breeding, whatever the case may be. Ship having so many good quality champions and animals in him, you might be able to breed the ship to anything and get something great though.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
True, true, true. I got you on that too. Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah,
So that's why I said
yeah.
you can't overlook any of those dogs. And as far as the American versus the Mexican Eli and all those things, man, you got to remember that them dogs come from here. You know what I'm saying? I think it was what they say.
Uh-huh.
Eli got stolen or whatever, but then a couple
Uh-huh.
months ago, we Twin blessed us with the information that Floyd and them knew what Eli was. Eli got sold over
Yep.
there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's how
Okay,
you get
okay.
all those Eli dogs in Mexico. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Then with the thing with the Mayday, even though the Latin guys own the Mayday the Mayday dog, you can't overlook what Twin said when they said when he went to when he took him over there, the dog was thorough. You feel what I'm saying? He wasn't throwing no more. So what we saying
Yeah. Yeah.
now?
Yes, sir.
In those countries where they're allowed to practice things that we can't practice, you have to get you. I think you have to give them the edge on that part. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
Of
other
course.
than that, these dogs called American Pit Bull Terriers. They not called European Pit Bull Terriers. They not called Latino Pit Bull Terriers. They not called Mexicano Pit Bull Terriers. They're American Pit Bull Terriers, man.
Okay, shots fired. Shots fired. You heard that? Look,
Yes,
you had to
sir.
switch that time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, switch that time. Wow, wow,
Heard.
wow. Yeah.
He said it
Salute
with his
though. Salute
chest.
though. Yeah, salute that though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but as much as you say that, as much as you can, we can stick our chest out and say that. We also have to say that those other countries are having traction. They having traction and they're they having an effect on their breed. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
yeah,
definitely
that's
is.
true.
They definitely is. They
That's true.
definitely is.
But from a even between all three of those dogs, though, just from a producing standpoint, they pretty close in offspring. And again, when you talk to certain people, they show a lot of favoritism. So you got when you ask questions about certain dogs, you gotta make sure them people ain't feeding them dogs. And then the reason why I go with Crow is again, most all of them got around the same amount, not the same, but they close in offspring. But Crow, the dogs down from Crow, there are more winners than the other two combined. Because Crow
Hey,
definitely got more
you see
winning
the chat. You see the
offspring.
chat. Yeah, I see the chat flying back though. The chat say them dogs come from Europe. Them
Yeah,
dogs come from Europe.
I seen
And
Shogun say that.
Big C said, the other countries are pulling away, plain and simple. So what y'all gonna say?
He said you do anything to ship and two races and compared to everything. To choose and hands you don't.
Um, I
I
would
mean, because
say
those statements those statements are kind of how
those
can you argue
statements,
with those
both
statements?
of those statements have validity. You know what I'm saying? Both of those
Yes, sir.
statements have. I would say those dogs come from Europe. They were imported to America, and that's where the American Pit Bull Terrier stamp come from. You feel what I'm saying? So now, when you move forward with those dogs, they're no longer that. But we can't gloss over and say that those dogs were imported. You feel what I'm saying? That's a true fact. And
But
as
game
far,
breaker.
yes, sir.
That go back to what I was talking to them about 2 months ago. It's the same shit I was trying to explain. These dogs didn't start here. Yes, they were here.
I
Some
hey, I already knew what you. I was just finna, you took the words right out of my mouth because I was just finna say, but you had to go back further than just Europe because your dollars just didn't start in Europe neither though. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
I was
that
just about to say that.
so that and that's the problem. People don't want to accept that. See, again, you can't put a Mercedes badge on a Honda and then talking about it's a Mercedes. No, you got to change the whole vehicle up. When they separated the American version from the UK version, the UK versions today are some of them are lean, but they still more blockier. But
Right.
you can still trace your lineage, the word lineage, which we got to keep. You can still trace it dog for dog. There's dogs what's that Gardner dog, the Eli dog, Roscoe. There's dogs off no Razor, my bad, Razor. There's dogs off of Razor that you can trace on the UKC side that's still here. So rather where the dog came from or not, the American Pit Bull Terrier got established on the U.S. soil by doing things that we do here in the U.S.
I
Along
agree.
with the registries, because again, the people with paperwork are the ones who started with the name change. The people without the paperwork are the ones who follow. All this information is public. So again, when we talk about the American Pit Bull Terrier, the goal was to have a different look and a higher performance dog than his cousin, the counterpart that's still in the UK, that's still getting busy. That is the main difference. And then they inbred on a certain amount of dogs to where in the UK they didn't inbreed so heavily. That is the only difference between them. The American side is more inbred than the UK side.
Yes.
Because again, if you click on Jeep, and I have showed this hundreds of times, if you click on Jeep Grandmama, she has a side of dogs that's with under the UKC that's not even with the ADBA. She also has a family of dogs that's bred with Chinamen that a lot of people don't know about that I showed last time. So until people start to do their actual homework about the dogs, they just gonna say, "Well, is this, is that, the dog from here or there?" But they can't provide you with a timeline and the dates of all this transitioning because dates don't lie.
All right. I agree.
Straight, Dre talking car talk to you. He said Lambos did not change much of what they took from working at Ferrari.
It's all Toyo. It's all an umbrella, bro. It's you got Audi, Volkswagen, you got Bugatti. You got to look at it the same way in the dogs, bro. It's the same thing. The umbrella.
Audi,
It's just
Audi,
you
Audi,
getting different
Volkswagen,
qualities. You get
Audi and
different
Volkswagen.
qualities.
Ain't that the same? Ain't Porsche and Volkswagen the same?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing, bro.
And Acura and Honda, right? Acura and Honda.
You got Acura, Honda, Hyundai, and Kia. All different qualities, bro.
And Lexus and Toyota. Lexus and Toyota. You can tell by the cars like Cressidas, like the Maximas. You know, you can tell the people that's making them. Yeah, I feel you. King T said, hold up. H&F say, the dogs were imported and Americans made the sauce. That's what H&F say. King T said,
that's what they did. That's why I keep saying the counterparts. See, I got to bring another guy that's in my private group up here. Hard Fitness know what I'm talking about. I got to bring my nigga Sick up here because, again, if you click on these dogs and you click on they dogs behind them, and you click on the siblings and you follow it down, the other side of the dogs is still alive today. That's overseas. They just not called American Pit Bull Terriers.
So
that's the only difference.
So, ain't that the same with over in Mexico now and other places that they still can do things? They doing the same thing that America did, like, right? So now they took the doors from us and they making the sauce, right? I'm just asking, you know. So
it didn't hit on the same scale as the American Pit Bull Terrier, though.
Got you.
Because of the
it hit different. It different. Okay. It hit different. American stuff hit different. yeah. I like that. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Hey, yo, Toyo.
Yeah.
You can also apply that to when we just talking about how the standard changed. You know what I'm saying? Different dogs from the dogs were the same. Like he said, some of the lineages of the old dogs that we have still exist overseas. They just not called American Pit Bull Terriers. You know what I'm saying? You can apply that a little. You can apply that a little bit yard to yard. You feel what I'm saying? I can get a Toyo dog. I can get a Toyo dog, and depending on my breeding practices or what avenues I take, 3-4 years down the road, they not Toyo dogs no more. Even though I got them for Toyo, you see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And that's another topic we've been talking about. Y'all been talking about a long time, but it's just on a small scale. You see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to condemn that or make that the whole game. I'm just using that analysis to compare two things.
It's even like. Speaking of that, it's just like the old yellow dogs, right? He getting array from the name Pit Bull, but you have also other people who said, well, you still adding game dogs to it. Now, that's true, but the thing is, though, I'm gonna just say it from my perspective, from what I see. Now, even if Shogun move away from the American Pit Bull Terrier name, but you still have those family of dogs. The condition of the dog, the living style, the everyday life of the dog is what changes the outcome of the dog. So 10 years from now, you could say, oh, with them old yellow dogs, we know what they really are. But if he don't have them in those conditions, over every breeding, them dogs genetically changed. They genetically change. So with the whole Mexican Eli versus American Eli, you know, then, because this is a real conversation. Then you got people who say, well, I want the Eli from Tom or the Eli from Floyd. All of that shit is umbrellas on quality and what people want. So rather it's an old yellow dog, rather it's an American Pit Bull Terrier, rather it's Toyo game dogs. At the end of the day, At the end of the day, fellas, remember, if it don't stand out, it ain't gonna survive the test of time. At the end of the day, rather it's a fucking bull terrier, a Staffordshire terrier, whatever it is. At the end of the day, you got to get that dog established. Rather it's in the show, rather it's in the woods, rather it's in the box, rather it's scent work, whatever the fuck it is. So if Dre go out here and become the next personal protection king with the American Pit Bull Terriers, they not gonna call them American Pit Bull Terriers. They're gonna be called Old Yellow Dogs. And if you keep that same concept in your head, you can also understand why the name change was between the two categories. Because at the end of the day, the name Pit Bull registered from doing a certain thing. So if it didn't do that thing, it was still called a Staffordshire Terrier, for the ones who don't know that.
Yeah, salute. That's why Tony come right in the jump, right? Tony said epigenetics. So he feeling what you're saying, but he feel, I think he don't got his boots on, because he was like, man, that's a rabbit hole. He said, never mind, I don't even feel like that. Carvo. he said, I feel you, Tony. Hey, Dogman say, so the Mexicans were having matches in the 1800s.
Hey, they might have been with some Chihuahuas.
Hey, so Will, I got a question for you.
What's up?
So, like you said, the name Pit Bull, take the American off of it. You know, they've been breeding dogs in Mexico, European, you know what I'm saying, islands or whatever for 20 years. And you add another 20 years to it. Is it okay for them to say, you know what I'm saying, they just got Pit Bulls? Just like, you know, they say, you know, you got the German Rottweiler or the, you know what I'm saying, or the German, you know, the Shepherd dogs or whatever. It's because they getting bred over there. So they would give them that name. So
Exactly.
it's okay to say Mexican Eli or such and such this and such this, because they still Pit Bulls, and the land that they're being expressed off of, the name of that land is where they getting bred at. So it's okay to say that.
Well, see, that's true, because if you pay attention to any livestock or dogs, everything got the name either from the family, rather it's a Boyle's dog named after the owners,
Wow.
rather what dog? The Cane Corso, and how the Cane Corso got his name. All of that, the German Shepherd, not the American Shepherd, or the the Brazilian Shepherd. All of the names, bro, and that's why I said that about the Old Yellow Dogs. That's just like with my dogs. I got different programs. I don't have to tell you they're American Pit Bull Terriers, even though you can look at them and you gonna say, well, I know it's such and such. I could just say they Welsh Working Terriers. Because you feel what I'm saying? Is the name, the label is why we here today, because of the label. Because at the end of the day, if it didn't perform as you go back, this is public information. If it didn't perform, it was not a American Pit Bull Terrier. This is public information.
Dogman said, Nonstop said, they was getting it in. He said, don't get his statement misconstrued. He's saying that they was getting in. Some guy named Mr. Willis was already going down there getting it in. I think that's a black guy too. I think Colby was going down there too over there. You know what I mean, at the time. So they was getting it in over Mexico. Maybe you know, America was more in the eye to more in the eye, and maybe Mexico was way down in the underground. They always had them dogs over there. You know, just think about it. Maybe they always had them dogs over there, Mexico. It wouldn't surprise me if they had dogs over there, but they just, you know, probably they just wasn't the top. You know, they wasn't America, so they, you know what I mean. They let America get that shine or whatever. They always been working. Maybe I'm just hypothetically speaking. Just throwing it out there.
I agree. I think that's why that term American Pit Bull Terrier get thrown around so loosely. You know what I'm saying? The Pit Bull, to my recollection, just don't It doesn't just America just don't own the pit bull. Let me say that.
I got a question. What's going on, y'all?
What's going on?
Casino.
What's happening, man? I got a question. Like, it's kind of piggyback off what he just said. Like, American pit bulls ain't just an American dog. So, like, them three dogs that I named, right? Ship, Croata, Teeteray. Ain't not one of them from America. And if you look at like, and you were saying like those is new, you were saying those is like the new dogs, but where the American ones at? And I know about Buck and shit like that, but it's like the foreign dogs, they name is ringing more bells than the American dogs. Like, what you think? What you got to say about that?
That's to me. You're gonna hear their names now because you can't hear the. You got to be in the know
Bingo.
to get the names
No,
over here.
I know.
You know.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's names. It's names. It's names. Believe me, it's names. You know what I mean? You know we everything gone in the dark, bro. Everything gone in the dark. But like so, that's why you can't get. A lot of times, you know, like these dogs we naming now. This is just my opinion. The ones we talking about now, them three dogs. You notice that I asked Welsh. I said, okay. They still ain't been commercialized yet. Now, see, when these names get out here for us to say them like that, they eventually, you know, that's when it can be bad for them too. They can start getting commercialized. So, you know, sometimes like those names, it's
I guess
it's
basically what I'm trying to say. Like I know that everything got to be done in the dark, but at the same time, when it's done in the dark, only a certain people gonna know about them dogs. But then them dogs, everybody know about them dogs. And if you just look in America, since them dogs came out, you be seeing them dogs and American dogs. You know what I'm saying? I know that those dogs is made of American dogs, but it's kind of like I don't see how America can stay on top. That's basically what I'm saying. I don't see how. I mean, we I can say we on top right now, but I don't see how we can possibly stay on top when we got to be in the dark. You know what I'm saying?
you know, I understand totally what you're saying because you're using your common sense. You're basically saying if them guys still could boogie here and we can't boogie, they eventually gonna have better dogs. If you're looking at the common sense side of it, that's like what Big C was saying. They pulling away from us. You know, uh, as we're out here talking, as we're out here talking like this, we gotta admit that we gotta valid those are valid statements. You know what I mean? Because we can't incriminate nobody. You know, but it's probably somebody that can say different. But you know, hey, we can't argue with that those statements. I'm not.
Yeah. I just came up here to ask, put that on everybody's brain. I ain't want to type all that shit. But
Casino.
yeah,
Casino. That's the only thing I could say to even have a legitimate respect to that, because you right to a certain extent, but you got to look at America as a whole for what it is. You know what I'm saying? We
hmm
the things the dogs that they get, they based off dogs that come over here that come from here. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
So they gonna always have to come back. You know what I'm saying? That's the only, in my eyes, that's the only hold that we gonna have. You feel what I'm saying? We still got most of the bases. Not and some guys over there got the up close shit that we still got too. Cause it was some of them guys coming over here shopping and acquiring them animals. You feel what I'm saying?
hmm
But some of the a lot of those bloodlines, this is just my opinion, a lot of those bloodlines, they still to get up close, they still got to come back here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's the only thing that maybe keep America in the loop.
yeah, exactly. But I get what you're saying. I guess
But
I'm more so talking about. I guess I ain't really just talking about the blood. I'm talking about like the actual, like what we would call a working camp. It's like they gon' like the way I see it, the way it would happen. It was like it's like they gonna pass. They gonna pass. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be they gonna be them guys. Like the foreign dogs is gonna be them ones soon. That's how I'm looking at it. I mean, because it's already is. Because the three dogs I just named, it's no American dog that's new that's getting named more than them three. You know what I'm saying?
You already said it. They have
you know
because
why though, right?
they're allowed to. You know what I'm saying? The laws
Yeah,
over
yeah,
here
yeah,
change. You never gonna unless something comes to promise here and then goes over there. it's not gonna never be publicized or get the notoriety or the commercial advertising as one from over there. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for
Right.
them to come over here and get advertised as that over here.
Right.
Even though it's the law says it's wrong over here, nothing that they did got done over here. You see what I'm saying? So it's okay. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For here, it's a no-go. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I ain't saying. I guess I'm really talking about public perspective because I still believe one of them foreigners can go somewhere deep off in the woods in Mississippi and get dealt with. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was just finna tell you.
Yeah.
Just because it's not getting public notoriety don't mean that it's not that though. You feel what I'm saying? Everything they said, diamonds, you know what I'm saying, because of their value, they not on top of the ground. You gotta go on the ground and dig for them. You feel what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
you could find out different things like we can say it like this. Okay, they rocking and rolling everywhere else they at or wherever. Are they still buying American? If they had the sauce, they wouldn't still be buying American. So is they
lot of
still
them are,
buying
though.
American?
A
So
lot of
that's
them are.
huh?
I see what you're saying.
No, a lot of them are still buying American.
That's what I'm trying to say. So
Yeah, that's a
if
fact.
a lot of them guys are still buying American. So that's a big statement too. That's a big statement too.
Yeah, that's a fact. I think that might change with time because you know how like some people, all right, everybody is followers, even leaders are followers, right? Like so if like, let's say you're in Mexico and you're a Mexican. All right, so whoever the first Mexican you seen in Mexico with a pit bull, you're gonna be like, "What's that? Where you get it from?" And our competitive nature gonna automatically make you try to figure out how to get it from America instead of getting it from that dude in front of your face. Like just competitive, like that's just how people live. It's just like if let's say somebody got a dog from Boudreaux, a lot of people, I ain't saying I would, but a lot of people instead of getting it from their neighbor who went to Boudreaux, they gonna go jump over him and go to Boudreaux anyway. So that might be a reason that I'm just throwing stuff out. I don't know nothing. I'm just saying shit. Like I'm just like throwing out, because maybe they like, man, let's go straight to the source. They look at us like the source, which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? That's our position in their game. But eventually they should be able to just breed over there and never have to come back if they get enough blood. You know what I'm saying?
So they I would think they've been acquiring dogs for a long time now. So it's a big statement if they still buying American because that's saying something like they ain't got it all the way. They ain't got it all the way. So we still got a chance, America.
Yeah. We still in it. That's what I'm saying. I ain't talking about right now. Like right now, I say it's good, but I'm just thinking about the future. Like I just, it's hard for me to see how we can, I don't know. But yeah, that's all I had. I just wanted to throw that out there. My little thoughts.
Nah, that
Hear
was
me,
good, man. That was good.
hear me say,
At the end of the day, rather it's U.S. or overseas soil, Toyo, you got to remember, you got American-made BMWs and you got German-made BMWs.
Mhm.
Now, either way, it's still a German brand.
Mhm.
So if the dog foundation of the particular dogs that you're talking about, if they started here in the U.S., that is a U.S. dog.
Mm.
Now, if you took the dog to Venezuela and you bred down 3 generations in Venezuela without acquiring no more dogs from here, then that's a Venezuelan stock. But if you're not doing that, it's still American stock. So
yes, sir.
yeah, a lot of the foreign dogs are being the ones talked about, but that's just because they live there. What is the blood that's in their veins?
Mhm.
So let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. So again, if you're not moving forward with your program overseas with the overseas dogs, all you doing is breeding American dogs overseas. It's American.
I got one more question too. I just thought about it.
Yeah.
All right, so remember y'all was talking about Mexican Eli, right?
Mhm.
What's the most famous Mexican Eli dog? Because people always talking about Mexican Eli, but I ain't never knew a dog that was Mexican Eli that people was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna say nothing about that one. I'm gonna let y'all have that one.
Ain't nobody got the answer for that, I guess.
Hey, game breaker. All I'm
Say-
saying is with the Mexican Eli. Matter of fact, go ahead, Casino. Go ahead.
No, I ain't got nothing else. It was just a question. I just want to see, like, because I don't know no, like, all right. So Mexican Eli, the name Mexican Eli, was there a
Well,
dog
okay.
name? Was there a dog named Mexican Eli, or it was just the fact that Eli Dogs was in Mexico?
They say the Roscoe Razor shit is Mexican Eli, but it's sitting on Tom Yard in North Carolina in the United States. So I'm gonna just leave that up there. I ain't got nothing to say about it.
So what's a famous? Do anybody know a famous Mexican Eli dog? You know, I know a lot of famous American Eli dogs, but do anybody know a famous Mexican Eli dog?
Yeah, they definitely out there. I mean, damn, what's the dog name? I can't remember the damn dog name.
No, it's definitely some big name Mexican Eli dogs.
There's a lot of big name Mexican Eli dogs.
You got some from Tex-Mex. You got some from what's his name? Castillo. What's their name? I gotta pull up the pigs. I can't think of the top of my head. It's some big ones out there though.
Yeah, what's the Mexican name? What's the Mexican guy name? Cardenas.
Well, yeah, I know the people name, like that's what I'm saying, but you know, but I'm gonna just fall back to the back. I'm gonna keep listening, but I just want to know some names like of the dogs.
Who you said, Cardenas?
That's a person. That's you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's just a person.
Yeah, that's a person.
Oh, I'm about to say. Oh, all right, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like when I think of it, that's the first name pop up in my head, but that's not a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that go back to what we were saying about the labels. That go back to the same thing, Game Breaker.
Yeah.
So
see, that's a good. I'm gonna just listen because I'm working.
The youngest, Jimmy James and Big C, y'all could come up. The doors open, like if the youngest searching for answers. So the OGs, if you know some knowledge that you think these youngins is talking around, acting like they don't know, like they out here searching for the truth. So if you know something, the door is open for you to share and explain why you feel the way you feel. With see, give them give them an opportunity. Yeah, give them an opportunity. Give them an opportunity to if you can answer the questions, they're definitely asking questions. So you know what I mean? Hey. So the OGs and stuff like that, they hear the youngins talking and stuff and feel a certain type of way, like what you gonna do about it? Like, are you gonna help them? You gonna advise them? Do you know anything? Because they out here asking questions, and salute to them asking questions. They could get it wrong. They could get it wrong and all that. Get them right then. Get them right. Or else what we talking about? What we talking about? Salute.
And Big C right about that though. Big C, I was reading Big C comment. He definitely right about that.
Hey, so check this out. Look, I read this on a live. I want to say like last year or something like that. It's a double book by author by the name of Sam Sheridan. You know what I'm saying? And in this book, it's called A Fighter's Mind. It's two books. It's called A Fighter's Mind and A Fighter's Heart. And he's going through the process of becoming like a MMA fighter, and he's going around the whole world. So America, our martial arts is boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's our martial arts. So he started here with the boxing and worked his way over to Asia. Taiwan, Philippines, and all of that. And then in the book, A Fighter's Heart, they over there getting down. It's 100% legal. I'm talking about they got boards up. It's like going to an actual fight. And I'm not saying it's true, but I'm saying if y'all you could take don't take my word for it. If you want to argue with him, you can argue with him. But this is what he said. He was talking to a dog man over there, and you can read it. It's called A Fighter's Heart by Sam Sheridan. It's a chapter about is nothing about it. The whole chapter is about game dogs and comparing it to
the violent sport of MMA and the heart between the two. And he said that a dog man over there bought a dog from Texas for 7 figures. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can say what you want to say. This is what he said, and it's in the book. So I was just overhearing y'all talking about, all these, dogs come from Scotland, from the UK, and you know what I'm saying, and Mexico, and all abroad. And I believe those dogs would probably, might have been there, might not have. But I do know this: you won't hear stories like that. You're not gonna hear people saying, "Okay, I'm going over here to go spend X amount of dollars outside the country." Most people come here. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Yeah.
No, that's true. That's true. That's true. Because even with Big C, and that's true, it's not really no Mexican Eli, because there are more successful breeders in Mexico with families of dogs than it is individual dogs by itself. And most of the some of the most famous Mexican Eli, as they call them, most of them got a heavy Zebo in them. So to me, I would say Zebo was the premier dog for the Mexican side. Now, you could disagree, whatever, but most of them most famous Mexican dogs have Zebo in them.
I got a question. This is just in general. I'm just, and I know times have changed and people have evolved or whatnot. But if you were to get a German Shepherd, a Rottweiler, where would you get it from? Would you if you wanted to go to the base, would you get it from a breeder over here, or would you go to Germany?
If the breeder in the United States kept the original German Rottweiler standards, I would give the breeder here a chance. If not, I'm going straight to Germany.
So okay, so I don't know what the standard is now, but I know at one point in time, it was a standard for all police departments and military to strictly get their dogs from Germany.
Yep.
So,
but do you know why?
Well, because the standard, their standard.
Yeah, okay. So again, Rottweilers is my other breed. My neighbor that I grew up next to, she was from Germany. She was a 6th gen Rottweiler breeder. So she was like strictly, she didn't even lock her door at night. Like she wish a motherfucker would come through that motherfucker. So she taught me a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I had both over there. You know what I'm saying? I had them both from there over there. It's just a question because like that story I just said. I believe that even when you look at Tom Garner and you look at Tom Garner doing the shows over, hosted shows over in Russia and abroad or whatnot, they source their dogs from here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's like I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I believe they doing their own thing over there, but they sources from here. And when they want to go back to something, they always come back here. I don't know.
My hot dogs and beans on the Mexican Eli is this, and I'm an old motherfucker. I don't even know about the dogs, but my opinion is, from being over here, I kind of looked at it where though, okay, I'm gonna put it in my hot dogs and beans way. The Eli dogs in America start getting a bad stereotype. They start being looked at as, you start hearing people say a lot. them dumb Eli dogs or them 15-minute curves or different things like that was going on for a long time about the Eli dogs over here. Just me hearing in my area how people started talking down on the Eli dogs. And
Environment.
I think Mexico, you know, since a lot of their stock was based off of the Eli stuff and they love it, they love the Eli stuff. They started trying to separate themselves from that Eli Kerr type of thing y'all people be talking about over here and saying, oh, well, this is that Mexican Eli thing. It ain't like what y'all talking about over America. Now, I don't know nothing about the ins and outs, who created it or whatever, but I always took it as that's what they were saying. Like, basically, this Eli ain't the same as that Eli y'all be talking bad down on over there in America. We talk good about Eli over here. So we'll call this the Mexican Eli. That's just me. Hot dogs and bean in it. You know what I mean? Like, far as who did it, the name, who did it, and all that. Like, I'm not that well versed in those pedigrees or them things to know. But as a person with a dog and doing the things I've done, I just looked at it as though that's what they were saying. You know?
It's all about the environment too, Toyo. The environment changed the dogs too. Yeah. Every little thing matter, man. I ain't gonna say Mexico better than US. I ain't gonna say US better than Mexico, but I will say all that Mexico Eli, again, the best of them had Zebo in them. So I'm gonna call them Zebo dogs. That's just me. That's just me. Hey, you ain't got to take my word. Look it up. We could do a count of the dogs.
I already know, bro. You know, I already know Huey, and all that type stuff. I already know.
Hey, they got Zebo in them. I'm gonna call them Zebo dogs.
I already know. You know what I mean? I already know. But you know, hey, we just kicking it at the cookout. We ain't nobody coming here and say they was the experts and nothing. We chopping it up, bulldog talking. And the doors is open for the experts. The doors is open for the experts. Y'all know more than us. Y'all know more than us. Please come in and share what you know. Salute.
Look at Tom Razor Dog. That's Mexican Eli. Look at all the Zebo and T-Bud in there. T-Bud, Zebo is the premier of Mexican Eli.
But like Big C say, Big C, I felt what Big C was saying too, you know, but I want the youngest to be able to come in and question us and question whoever, you know what I mean? You know, I'm an old head, and some of the youngest know a lot way more than me. You younger than me, I think Welsh, and I be hearing you kick it, I sit back and listen. You dig what I'm saying? These areas be great, man. You know what I mean? It ain't even that serious. It's always going to boil down to the dogs in front of you. You know what I mean? We wasn't on them yards. None of us was in these places at the time. You know, this is all conversation. You know what I mean? You got to be a jewel collector out this. It's jewels and everything that people be dropping. You know what I mean? So, you know, like I say, the doors stay open. The doors stay open around here. Salute.
Yeah. Let's get a credit where it's due, though. I mean, Mexico is a wonderful place, but Zebo and T-Bud is the... They need to put Zebo on the flag, baby.
Hey, we had a good chop up. We ain't gonna do too much. We went, you know, we gave them enough. They ate good today. I salute everybody that came through. Big Welsh came through again. I thought Welsh had forgot about us, but Welsh doubled back. He said he was busy. Yeah, he was a big part of the cookout. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. Welsh got shot at and everything around this joker. So you know Welsh always part of the cookout around here. And you know, y'all get them dogs. The doors is open at the Digital Dog Show too. The doors is open too for the you know, like, you know, put the dogs, you know, even though we're doing a lot of talking, the doors is open for them Digital Dog shows too. You know what I mean? So you smart guys and stuff like that, no G's and OGs and new G's and shit. You know what I mean? You know, the doors is open. The doors is open for the dogs to talk too. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's how we do it. So salute to y'all. Everybody up in the chat. Y'all already know how I feel about y'all. Y'all stay royal. I'ma stay loyal. And let's get it. I see y'all tomorrow. Hump day. Y'all, we gonna try to be better tomorrow than we was today. And today we was great. Salute.
Yeah, man. Welsh, man. What you got going on, man? You got that dewormer, huh?
Yeah, shipping out about 6 packages going out today later on.
You made 10 pounds the other night, huh?
Yeah, gotta make it like that, man. A lot of orders because I ship out every other day, so I try to keep it on stock.
And where can they get in contact with you?
Shit, fucking Facebook, IG, or just email me. All the names is the same, so
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yes, sir, man. And y'all know what it is, man. Salute the new member, man. Appreciate you joining the movement, man. Yeah, we got the dog of the week coming up this week, man. Y'all stay tuned for that. I just got a picture that I'm very impressed with, you know. So y'all better step the game up, man. Also, digital dog show for the month of June will be the first Saturday in July. That is, I believe, the 4th of July weekend, man. So I guess it's going down in a major way. So yeah, man. And this was a good chop up, man. I wasn't talking much. I was taking notes because some things is out of my league, you know. But anyway, though, man. Yeah, man. We got Men at Work coming up next with the boy, Mr. CEO. Y'all know how it go, man. It's gonna be going down in a major way again. But other than that, man, Toyo.
Hey, what's up with Big Tony? Big Tony, you all right out there, bro? I ain't hollering at you today. You all right out there today? You feeling all right today, bro? you know you bro over here. What's good with you? You all right over there today? You know what I mean? They messing with you, Tony. You all right over there? Let me know, bro. You already know, Tom. All right, but salute everybody, though, man. You already know, man. Let's get it, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, but appreciate y'all kicking it with us, man, at the Cookout, man. Toyo always be having the live shows, man. And that I ain't BSing Toyo, so I don't want to hear nothing. So anyway, man, you know what it is, man. We out.
Yeah. Beat drop slow, head nod flow. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain. Locked in the game, never move for fame. Old mountain lions run deep in the flame. Socket brought the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came Fat Boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, ran it straight through the rain. Red Ninja close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Socket from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second was the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.